Hello and welcome to YNWA Transfer News, your ultimate source for all Liverpool FC transfer news. Our first news is this.
Amanda Staveley declares love for Alexander Isak as ex-Newcastle owner reacts to Liverpool move. Former Newcastle co-owner, Amanda Staveley, has insisted that she loves Alexander Isak and has backed the striker to do really well at Liverpool after completing his summer transfer. Staveley was the face of Newcastle's takeover in 2021, leading the Saudi Arabian consortium as the group paid former owner Mike Ashley $415 million to take control of the club. Staveley was heavily involved in Newcastle's hiring of Ed Howe as head coach and was also behind the signing of Isak in 2022. The British business executive acquired a 10% stake in Newcastle when the club changed hands, but left her role as director in July 2024. The following summer, Newcastle lost its prized on-field asset, but Staveley wishes Isak nothing but the best. Staveley and her husband, Mehrdad Ghoussi, spoke to Sky Sports about Newcastle on Saturday ahead of Chris Eubank Jr.'s fight against Conor Ben, hosted by Saudi Arabia's Riyadh season. Staveley was asked about the complicated departure of Isak this summer. "I'm just so proud of Newcastle and how they're doing, and we love Alex," she said. "We know he's going to do really well at Liverpool. He's a great player. Liverpool has got an extraordinary player. But equally so, it's great to see the forwards doing so well and Newcastle performing really well." When Staveley assumed her role, she and fellow Newcastle executives sanctioned the record signing of Isak from Real Sociedad. The Swedish striker was signed for $70 million and handed a 6-year contract, and Newcastle. It's thought that Newcastle was attempting to re-sign Isak on better terms and extend his deal further, but the player then requested to join Liverpool following heavy interest from the club. Isak eventually got his wish, as Newcastle accepted a Premier League record bid of $176 million on transfer deadline day. While Newcastle made a significant profit on Isak, which allowed the club to reinvest elsewhere in the squad, it was a major blow. Howe fought all summer to keep Isak, and the club initially issued a statement confirming that he would not be allowed to leave. Isak did his best to force the move by training in isolation and even stating that he would never play for Newcastle again. Isak missed the start of the season, and Newcastle was without a player who had scored 54 Premier League goals in 86 games. Newcastle then broke its own transfer record to sign Germany striker Nick Woltemade from Stuttgart, paying the Bundesliga club $104 million. Woltemade has made a bright start, scoring 4 goals in his first 8 Premier League games. The club was already looking to bring in another striker to partner Isak, but yet again, Liverpool disrupted plans. Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike was a priority for Newcastle, but Liverpool turned his head and later signed him for $93 million. Plans to partner Isak and Ekitike shifted, and Newcastle ultimately signed Brentford striker Yoane Wissa for $75 million to play alongside Woltemade. Wissa is yet to play this season, and while Newcastle is performing well in the Champions League, the club is 14th in the Premier League. Liverpool transfer news. Ibrahima Konate addresses new contract offer amid Real Madrid interest in summer signing. Ibrahima Konate has appeared to indicate that he has not received a contract offer from Liverpool despite recent reports. The Reds will hope to use the November international break as an opportunity to reset, given their defeat against Manchester City last Sunday saw them end the weekend in 8th place in the Premier League table. Liverpool have been vulnerable defensively all campaign, and centre-back Konate has struggled to show the form that he displayed in 2024-25, when he was a key part of a title-winning side. Some supporters have speculated that the Frenchman's performances have declined due to issues surrounding his contract, with the 26-year-old set to leave for free at the end of the season unless new terms can be agreed. Speaking to RMC Sport while on international duty for France, Konate refuted claims that he had been made a new offer by Liverpool, saying, "I've seen a lot of things. Liverpool have reportedly made me a new offer. I don't know where that information came from. My agents are still in discussions with Liverpool. I hope my decision will be made very soon so I can announce it." The defender has been strongly linked to Real Madrid, who already managed to lure Trent Alexander-Arnold from Anfield to Spain. Should Liverpool renew Ibrahima Konate's contract? During the 2024-25 season, Konate was arguably one of the best centre-backs in the division, with Liverpool keeping more clean sheets 14 than any other team in the league. However, the Frenchman has struggled to win his individual battles this season, and his issues defending wide channels are concerning given he has been at his best when protecting the flanks. If the centre-back's head has been turned by the prospect of a move to Real Madrid, then it may be better if Liverpool prepared for his departure now rather than look for replacements at the last minute. It should also be noted that Konate has often been beset by injuries, so Liverpool will have to weigh the benefits of offering him a lucrative deal against the drawbacks of dealing with his injury problems. Who will partner Virgil van Dijk next season. The Reds attempted to sign Crystal Palace centre-back Mark Guehi in the summer transfer window, and considering the Englishman will be available for free at the end of the season, it would not be surprising if they looked to add him to their squad before the start of 2026-27. Liverpool have also been linked to Borussia Dortmund defender Nico Schlotterbeck, and the Merseysiders may be able to agree an opportunistic deal with BVB given the German has less than 2 years left on his contract. Giovanni Leoni was brought to Anfield in the previous transfer window, but the 18-year-old is dealing with a serious knee injury, so it would be unfair to rely upon him as a starter next season. Arne Slot told Liverpool transfer should have never happened after latest blow. Liverpool have been told why they should never have sold Luis Diaz during the summer transfer window. The Reds sanctioned the exit of the Colombia international in a deal with Bayern Munich worth up to £65.5 million. Diaz has since gone on to enjoy an impressive start to life in Germany, scoring 11 goals across 17 appearances in all competitions. After Liverpool let Diaz leave the club, the Reds went to the transfer market to strengthen their forward options with the arrivals of Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak. Ekitike started the season in impressive form with 6 goals in all competitions, but has not scored in the Premier League since September 20th. Isak has 1 goal to his name for Liverpool since his £125 million switch from Newcastle, with the Sweden international's only strike coming against Southampton in the Carabao Cup. Former Premier League striker Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has explained why Liverpool should not have let Diaz leave the club. The former Chelsea star also questioned the effect of the Reds bringing both Ekitike and Isak to the club, with Arne Slot being regularly quizzed about potentially selecting the duo in the same starting lineup. Hasselbank's verdict comes after Liverpool were handed another blow in their hopes of retaining the Premier League title, having lost 3-0 to rivals Manchester City last weekend. They let Luis Diaz go, which in my eyes should have never happened. They should have gone and got a winger then, said Hasselbank during an appearance on Sky Sports News. He continued, "You have got Hugo Ekitike in the building, he is doing well, he hit the ground running, he was scoring. Alexander Isak comes in and Ekitike goes on the bench. What does that do to Ekitike and what else does that do for the squad? Whatever you say is not good and that is the problem you're going to get. You have that problem, then on top of that, you have to find a place for Wirtz. Don't forget Wirtz in there. You have to find a place. Liverpool will obliterate £125 million transfer record in deal for Salah's successor. One of Liverpool's most pressing transfer priorities ahead of 2026 is sourcing a new, long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah. The Egyptian king, 33, is under contract at Anfield until 2027 but could end up leaving next summer instead amid interest from the Saudi Pro League. Although Salah has scored 4 goals in 11 Premier League appearances this season, not a bad return, he has appeared short of his best form. Furthermore, he is set to experience a lot of wear and tear before the 2026-27 season kicks off, as Egypt must contest the Africa Cup of Nations this winter before a FIFA World Cup campaign in North America next summer. Liverpool to move on from Salah in 2026. Quite what shape Salah will be in following a long season for Liverpool and to full international tournaments remains to be seen. The winger will be short of a proper preseason and no doubt Liverpool will require a different option on the right in the seasons ahead. One player linked above all others as a potential Salah successor is Bayern Munich attacker Michael Olise. The 23-year-old Frenchman has been superb this season for club and country, following on from his title-winning debut campaign in 2024-25 for Bayern. Bayern could ask for €200 million for Olise, signed for only £53 million from Crystal Palace in summer 2024. Olise is under contract at the Allianz Arena until 2029. There have been reports suggesting a buyout clause in his current contract, but right now, there is no indication of such a clause existing. That hasn't stopped Bayern from trying to offer Allies a new deal, ensuring their playmaker gets a pay rise and a further extension to his contract. But Liverpool have been tipped by a new report in Fitchages to come in for Allies next summer, and they are prepared to obliterate their transfer record to sign him. Allies as Salah's successor, sporting director Richard Hughes paid £125 million for Alexander Isak last summer, but the latest suggestions are that the Reds are prepared to go as high as €200 million, £176 million for Allies in 2026. The figures circulating in England suggest that Liverpool could offer up to €200 million to convince Bayern Munich. The report reads, Bayern Munich is already working on a firm stance. There will be no departure unless a non-negotiable figure is reached commensurate with the player's impact. Bayern don't have a great reputation for selling players, and the loss of Allies could well be a landmark outgoing deal for £176 million. Vincent Kompany's side could reinvest in many positions, with the likes of Manuel Neuer, Joshua Kimmich and Harry Kane at advanced stages of their respective careers. Liverpool have dream opportunity to sign next Roberto Firmino. Liverpool can sign the next Roberto Firmino for just €30 million. The Brazilian forward is one of the best attackers to have played for the club. Firmino was a true fan favorite. He made us sit on the edge of our seats, and he did things that were simply outrageous. He scored a myriad of goals in the process and won even more trophies, contributing to the most successful period of the club's history in the modern era. There is no question he is a club icon, perhaps even a legend. Firmino was the kind of player you just always wanted to play and be on the team. On the ball, he was a magician, and his selfless work rate made every one of his teammates better. It's fair to say that not until Hugo Ekitike has come along has it felt like that Liverpool have truly replaced him. The Frenchman is a worthy candidate for the No. 9 role at last, but he may soon have competition. There's another Firmino developing in Spain who is actually related to the former Liverpool forward. Let's introduce you to Selton Sanchez. He's an 18-year-old attacking midfielder playing for Athletic Bilbao and pulling off outrageous Rabona through balls like this on his La Liga debut. The youngster captains the U19 team, where he recently played a key role in beating Borussia Dortmund in the UEFA Youth League, scoring a goal and registering 2 assists in a 4-1 victory. Sanchez also made his debut for Athletic Bilbao in the Champions League, coming on to play around 20 minutes against Newcastle United. He made a no-look pass in the UEFA Youth League that was very quintessentially Firmino. There's a reason why the playing style and the resemblance is so uncanny. It's because Sanchez is Firmino's cousin. Given his impressive start and the way he plays, he is a player Liverpool should absolutely monitor. Like Firmino, Sanchez has started out as an attacking midfielder, but there is no reason why he can't follow in his uncle's footsteps and become a forward, perhaps even sign for Liverpool. The club scouts will undoubtedly be watching him. Michael Edwards will be too. After all, his favorite player at Liverpool was actually Firmino. So surely signing the Brazilian's cousin who has the same flair and exciting style of play is something that he will be very interested in doing. Liverpool have a golden chance to pull the trigger for this deal. According to Spanish journalist Diego Cobo, Sanchez's release clause in his current Athletic Bilbao contract is just €30 million, which would make him an absolute bargain. It's roughly £26.5 million, a paltry sum for a club like Liverpool to pay in the modern age. This is the kind of scenario you can only dream of. Sanchez is an actual Regan, and he belongs at Anfield.
Thank you for watching. Like and comment, subscribe.